This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off from Tampa. Evans now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Lion. Cowboy 80. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Set go.
From the gun is Purdy. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Bronco switch. Ready.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. Has a lane past the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lion. Trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Go. 70 Timberwolf. Big Lion. Go check. Bobcat. Hut.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And the Panthers in the nickel set. 3rd down coming.
Here we go, set.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Hold the ready.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He puts some juice on it, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
They'll come out throwing. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
19 Lions. Come on, set.
He'll throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
18 Cardinal, 18 trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Big alert, big alert. Go.
First down from the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught near the goal line. He has the Carolina touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's Carter on the return. They're out and set, first and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Got his target. It's Otten.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. On the option, they give it to Brooks. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. He'll get this one to Brooks. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They've got a man in motion.
Come 19! Come 19! Mustang 19!
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, set! Check, 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 check! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now! Viking 18! Go!
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Shut up! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Buffalo 18! Check go!
Play action now with Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Ready, ready!
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Warrior 70! Ready!
Another try following the sack. This one's taken in by Otten.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Now Purdy. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead on that successful kick. Mevis ready to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 right. Trap 60. Go street.
Now looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
19 tight. Ready. 18 rush. 18 run. Hurt.
They send a man in motion.
60 back.
Play action on 1st down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
19, 5 here. Cut 19.
Goal to go, they're passing. He's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They want to run it across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
12. Buccaneers 7.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 79 Bronco. Go.
Here's Purdy to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Warriors 70. Check out.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. Hits the 20. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Pass play on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They go play action on 1st. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side...
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. The throw is caught. And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun is Purdy. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Radley, 18 Radley. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Pioneer. Ready, ready?
Back to throw, here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Cade, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Go.
He'll throw it. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Another carry for him. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's complete till he gets. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They send a tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're throwing it. Forced out to his right. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Buffalo 18! Hut, hut.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos!
Shotgun snap for Purdy. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. Well, Brock, you know that I like to spin positive. So at the very least, they were able to get to that fumble and only give up 2. Easily could have been 6 there.
Well, why don't you haul down to the field and tell those defenders to be positive, too? Because some of their body language is a little dejected. I get it. You wanted 6 points once that ball hit the deck. But cheer up, boys. 2 points in possession, that's not bad either.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's a give up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready up!
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go!
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Back at 60! Ready! Go!
They'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. And the Panther first down.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the... A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He has the Carolina touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play, right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
He's throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Well, they were just 1 away from the strikeout, Brock, but their 3rd attempt finally nets them a 2-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hands off here for Brooks. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Can't get it to him, incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Let's go now.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
18 rattle.
Now it's Purdy. That's caught for the 1st. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shut up. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. He throws a bullet to the center of the... This is brought in at the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Here's Brooks. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Again, they give to Brooks. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
He finds him right side.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal.
Ready?
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Cut 19.
Motion man sent left. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Evans now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Last thing, 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Buffalo 18.
Purdy setting up that play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
3rd and long, Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Panthers football. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Go.
On 1st down, they'll run. Along the right sideline, there's space. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I put their ability to execute the RPO up with anybody in the league. In the best of the teams, when you get in that run-pass option, you create a state of conflict. You get that defense on their heels, and big plays follow.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Bronco. It has been an incredible stretch of games for them.